I guess we're doing tier 10 stuff outside of me playing like a destroyer or whatever. So I could play the Richthofen, play the Audacious. As far as the midway goes, all this stuff isn't upgraded. Kinda sucks. Although I suppose that's not a huge difference. That's not a big difference. This is, because it's 3 torps instead of 2. And I think this gives us an additional torps in the squadron. Oh, and even more on the deck. That's pretty big too. Whatever. Let's go ahead and get this done. Don't really want to blow the free XP, but it'll be okay. And I don't really use the Tiny Tims on the midway, so we can just hop on the better fighters and be happy with it. I'll start out with the midway so we can get our little research point thing done. Additional health on the bombs, flight control mod for 2 additional planes and bonus regen, and then we've got the additional speed on the bombers as well as some bonus damage. For the commander, I have 2 points left. More, faster, healthier. We've got additional throughput, sight stab. Do I care about that? Because I'd really like this. I don't think this is the commander I want. But maybe it is. Commander. No, because that's going to be the same. So, no, it is this. What do I want to change this to? Do I want to swap this to bonus fire chance? Because I would like bonus fire chance as opposed to sight stab. But I could just leave it be. Maybe take the reduced torp stuff. Maybe this. Because I do like last gasp on this, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to use it. I'll keep it simple. Rather than go hard for it. Additional commander stuff. Bloods and fire chance. It is ranked. We do need to care. Reduced service cost. Additional credits. Credits is fine. I think that's going to be okay. Oh, we are building EXP as well, right? To get the whatever. And I think I'm alright as far as the rest of that goes. Hello, Eric Deluxe. Why am I not using Tiny Tims? I'm not a big fan of the reticle on the midway. The Tiny Tim reticle on the midway used to be, I mean, it wasn't like a dead-on, perfect, amazing-tastic reticle, but it was reliable. It was nice. And then that got changed. It got turned into this big fat reticle filled with mists. So, no fun. Thank you very much for the Prime, EULA World of Tanks. Thank you very much. Tiny Tims are the best for you on enemy DDs? Well, I don't really know what to tell you about that. The best thing for me is the Tiny Tims are going to have a more consistent strike, and also they can strike into heavy cruisers, although they cannot strike on the Russian cruisers because the Russian cruisers have too much armor. So I mean, it's more versatile against that and battleships, but to me it's less consistent against destroyers. So we're against a Hakuryu Speed Stang? I don't know who that is. Let's see. Ew. Thank you. This is fairly fortified. We're actually behind pace for trying to get resets at Alpha, so I do actually need to haul ass over there. Could rocket a Jean Bart for lulz, but it's not going to matter very much. What are theirs? Thunder and a Jean Bart? Okay. It's the YOLO. YOLO's a real good shot to take, though. YOLOs are fucking scary. They don't want A? Well, that's nice. They do want A. Okay. And it's 2 of them. Sexy. Alright, well, we're outside of the mid-range. We're into the long-range AA. We can probably get a reset here. Yeah, especially if they're just going to turn the ship back on. It's fine. So we got cap. We're ahead. Shots whiff. Can back up a little, I guess. And then it really comes down to how am I going to interact with this YOLO? Double small NV, small and Marceau. We are outweighted down here. We do technically have more assets topside. Jean Bart's getting its ass kicked. I think I actually work on the Bart. This is a little silly, but yeah, because the Bart is so low. I can damage the Petro, but I could kill the Bart. It's 13. Still have enough that we can go back in on this. Yeah, Bart's not having a good day. Cool. Bart's down. We have to figure out what the hell we're doing over here. YOLO Emilio is definitely scary, but Friesland is Hydro, so can't really get YOLO'd by the Apollo. Means we need to watch this space. We need to protect our investment, and hopefully he doesn't just get roasted for free.
Get back. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Alright, so we have 9 planes. We can try to come over and help this. Both Smolens working together. I don't know if they're paying attention to me. Sometimes we can sneak in and they haven't turned on their AA because they're middle doing shit. They're busy doing shit. Yeah, no AA. They're not paying attention. One of them is. The one that's getting fucked over is. Yeah, just wanted to push him over the edge. The other guy's AA is not on. Trying to give some help to Triarch. We'll have to come back with bombs soon. I don't think he's gonna make it out just because he took a shitload of damage, but I mean, we can stick to this guy and try to make him dance while he runs. Thank you very much for the 5 months, Lord Smiley. Yeehaw, sir. First, hi. All second... how can you obtain legendary upgrade for Midway? Because you lost the chance for the first one. It's in the Research Bureau. The Research Bureau, like, you farm up a bunch of points and then you can, yeah, you farm up a bunch of points and then you can do the thing. RIP Triarch, yeah. It sucks that the Marceau didn't really, want to stay with him, but he didn't, so.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Musashi is dead. Friesland could just kill this. I don't really want to be bombing this. I'd rather be bombing the Smolensk. Don't want to run out of bombs, per se. Well, kind of hoped that I jumped that, but evidently I fucking didn't. Cool. I think we torp into that. Seriously, guys? Okay. Whatever. Be nice if this was reset instead of gone through. Petro seems to be doing okay. Friesland is now actually helping. Good. Still haven't gone in on the small end yet. Friesland probably looks to back cap. Give him a fighter.
Sunk an enemy destroyer. All forces, capture that area.
Why the fuck are they turning away?
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Oh, okay. Don't quite understand why the Petro is running.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Come on, find your balls. At least we know where the small end is. Okay, Friesland probably gets dumpstered by the small end, which sucks, but I mean, is it a surprise? Thunder turning out. It's cutting in hard, probably only takes 4. We might get 2 planes? No, we don't get any planes. They all dead? All dead. Should have just bailed. Only 3. No, it was 4. Okay. Let's start moving in. Heh. Yeah, so Thunder HE can actually breach through the deck of the midway. So it is viable for him to go after me. Petro and Thunder should knock this down. Although that'll give him some more room. Just force him to recall. Yeah. It's not going to do very much, but if, again, it just forces him to recall. Hopefully the Friesland doesn't get straight up murdered. But he did. Still have to get...
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Still have to get the cap, though. He's straightening out? Kind of? No, not straightening out. Come on. How are you gonna turn, dude?
Soft, sir.
This guy just wants to make love to the island. Son of a bitch, you serious with this shit? Okay. Where so, buddy?
Attack enemy aircraft.
Where so, buddy?
Teammate, I need your support. Attack enemy aircraft.
Is the... Oh, it's like, is the Petro's AA off? The fuck is this? Whatever. Start moving in on this. Power of positive thinking. He's dead, right? Eventually, maybe, possibly. Good. The problem is they're about to backcap Charlie by now. Yeah. Assume the small one's going for C, and he's the undamaged one. Which is a problem. I mean, he might not be going for C, but I would assume he is. No, we are detected, so... Somewhere... It might be over here, it might be over here, I don't know.
Proceed to capture that area.
Well, at this point, I think I have to go for the Petro.
Attention, reporting the target position.
Decent hit, can't finish him. I don't think I can kill the small end at this point. I don't have enough resources. Got 4 bombs into him, that's pretty decent. Small end was somewhere out there-ish, so at least he's not on top of us at the moment. I haven't seen small end torps though.
Capture that area. All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Come on, dudes. Whatever. We're gonna have to... Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to stop a small end alone. Not with 4 bombs. I mean, maybe. Maybe, but he's gonna have to help me. Good news is we can probably get the kill on this. We just need to get... Just need to get the fucking cap. That should be a kill.
All stations, proceed to capture that area. We've destroyed an enemy cruiser. All stations, proceed to capture that area. Capture that area.
He's real close. Good, we get A. Dude probably goes down. Yeah, he opens up. That's not gonna matter. Let me delay so that I can get fighter off. Can't move forward. Shark being toxic. Yeah, you're not gonna chisel me through the armor anytime soon. That should be a win. Yep. You're the Friesland, thank you for the win. Yeah, man. That was a weird situation. It felt like we were so incredibly hard, or it felt like we were so in the lead, and then it just kind of didn't happen that way. I think the Paulo was able to juke you and tried to make a run on the Petro, which just wasn't really aware of what was going on, I guess. The double teaming on Trark sucked with the Marceau that... I don't really know why the Marceau ran away. Like, you could stay with your DD bro, hold the flank and do cool DD stuff, or you could just run around and, I don't know, spin in a circle or something. It was kind of strange. You didn't know the Smollett was there? Yeah, the Smollett had not been spotted for quite a while at that point. So when he did show up over there, I had actually expected the Smollett to be going for me. I didn't expect him to be running back looking to protect the back cap. So that was unexpected. Abused by triangles. Oh, I thought I was gonna say abused by Triarch. Let's see. We have a Benham. Always good to have a Benham. I don't think they have any HE that can pen the deck. So as long as we're able to bow tank, we're in a pretty decent situation. Just depends on how this stuff pulls out.
Teammate, I need your support.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Yeah, I do try to be informative.
Teammate, I need your support. Capture that area. Hanging there. Help is on the way. All stations, proceed to capture.
Come on, what is this?
I have to refuse. Repel air attack.
Well, there's no reason to repel it. You have 3 ships on top of each other. Right, well, there's a gearing. I don't think the gearing has defensive fire. Otherwise, it probably would have felt a little more... Felt a little more oof. We're not getting a reset at Bravo, though, so this damage into the gearing needs to fucking matter. We are running him off, so we get to take positions before they do. Which is nice. 7,000 new gearing. It's not great, but it's a decent chunk. And again, I'm not near Bravo for resets. Although they're not taking Bravo for whatever reason, so I guess they're kind of slow as well, I guess. Venezia? Bruh?
Get back.
Oh, that's okay. That's an aggressive position there, sir. See if we can somehow get to B in time. 40 seconds, this is like 25 seconds. Whatever, we'll just do this. Go hard on the boost. Nope, don't have it. Sir owns a lot. How much does he own? Whatever. I'm not gonna get the reset, so just trying to hold the turn so we could like catch him late in it, but it's just not what he did. Yeah, that looked pretty mean. Well, he doesn't want to smoke. Cool. He's had all the time in the world to choose to smoke if that's what he wanted to do. Another 2 into him. Pretty decent hits. 45. Still no smoke, so... Popped the fighter to render him faster. Now he smokes. Very useful. Hopefully he's dead. He's not. Petro radar. Well, either way, radar's not going to last very long. I mean, if he gets a really good hit into him, the Fletcher's going to get hurt, which would be nice, but... what's more likely is that the radar just goes down and the Fletcher goes dark, because Petro radar is only like 15 seconds, so it's pretty shit.
captured that area. Requesting fire support.
Oh, this is just real fucking weird.
Fire on the target.
Guess I go for the Burgon and see if we can wrap onto the Fletcher. Because this Petro... Well, okay, the Petro turned off. That's good. We still spotted? He in smoke or what? He is still in smoke. Whatever. Can chuck some power random. I don't know what he's trying to do here. This is real fucking ballsy. And I guess he's just pulled off so that he can get some time until he's able to radar again. Those two are gonna meet, although the Burgon should probably murder these fighters. Yeah, they're almost dead. Gearing smoke might go down. I think that was up for... Looks like yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Where the fuck are y'all going?
Requesting fire support.
Why are the battleships leaving? Why the fuck are they leaving? It doesn't make any sense.
They've sunk an enemy destroyer. All forces requesting cover fire.
Oh, Benham's dead. Not a surprise. Why is the Monty not... Oh, shit.
I need intelligence data.
I don't know how this works. Probably not well. One, 0. Fuck you, help me find the Fletcher. There's bullshit, dude! There's a whole bunch of shit going on right now that needs to be dealt with, friend. You blew your radar early. We'll hope something happens there. You have radar, figure it out. Should have dropped a fighter to keep him spotted. Hopefully that goes well for him.
I need fire support.
Where the fuck are y'all going? Shit. Where are the battleships going? What are they doing? What is this weird center of the map? Please just crossfire the fuck out of our battleship thing. What is this? What is this memeing silliness?
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
We're spotted in the south. Probably low, likely healed by now. Okay. Des Moines is open watering. Don't have a good shot on the Des Moines. Have to work on this now. And nobody wants to shoot at this. Borg is hurt. This won't be great because the Petro's armored. Did set a fire for what that's worth. 3,000, we might be able to get the Borg. Maybe. You shoot with 2 planes. Ugh. Work on... I don't know. We have enough health here. It probably happens. Right. Most of his health was lost to the Venom, not to me. Right. Metro's getting rained on. Good. What the hell? What is this, curly Q? What? Let's go forward. Shit. Okay. Hopefully that finishes that off. We can work on the curve first now. The center position. Yeah, I guess. Today when you played ranked to Georgia, the Georgia right, report noob CV because you torped the Pommern. He has 100,000 health, or 10 had 1,000 health. And you see the profile of the man, he's never played a CV. Sure, stuff like that happens. Thank you very much for the 3 months, Good John Sr. Thank you, sir. And by the way, we have, there is a little thing, it's called Boost This Stream. The stream will be promoted 7,700 times if it can raise the channel point goal of 81,200. Each person can contribute up to 2,000 channel points, so if you have some lying around, it'd be appreciated, because it just kind of gives more attention, gives more advertising to the channel. You can only donate up to 2,000 per stream, and I'm not going to turn it on, turn it off again, or whatever, just to get more. So I mean, if you feel like, hey, you know, I can chip a few points into the cup, then by all means. Gearing Marceau Z. Salem, Venezia. Salem's going to be pretty tough to deal with. These things just heal a lot. I think the Venezia lived to the end of the last match, which is good. Although he charged in like all the way up to the front and saying basically, hey everybody, shoot me.
Battle starts.
Ranger. Take C and kill their noob CV. Okay. Only one battleship? What is this sorcery? Alright, well, he dropped his fighter there. Realistically, C is never in contention off the beginning of the map, outside of really... This is kind of scary, but the Stalin is there. The Stalin can be helpful. Gearing must have opened up to pull shots. Midway lost 6 planes. Maybe less than 6, because he shot with 3. Those 3 may have gotten out. Marceau. Ugh. That's pretty nasty. I'm just gonna get out. Big hit on the Marceau. Marceau's gonna be a pretty tough target for people to hit, for surface ships to hit. Kind of okay with that. This is strange. Z's taking a super aggressive position here. Sorry, stuntman. So I'm only an affiliate. I'm not actually a partner. Although I am trying to be a partner. When Twitch is really busy, especially during the weekends and stuff, affiliates don't have multiple streaming options. They only stream at what they give, and I run in 1080p. So there's a lot of times where there's different options for what resolution you might have. But it is a weekend, there are a lot of people streaming, and there are partners which are more important than affiliates, so... You know, I'm sorry I can't change that for you. I have applied for partner twice. They keep telling me to reapply. They just want to keep, you know, examining the channel, the numbers, basically. So, you know, hopefully at some point. Montana's a problem. He's probably going wide. So, all the DDs and a Venezia on top of each other. Venezia's AA is actually pretty brutal. And then just the fact that there's fucking 3 of them, they can hit the priority sector button and deal some instantaneous damage. Like, that's not a joke either. So, we went in, we lost a bunch of planes. I don't really think we gained anything for it. Did get to spot the Montana briefly. It almost looks like he's gonna beach, which is sort of weird. Montana's just going wide. It'd be nice if I could strike the Montana and then strike into the Salem, which I might be able to do. Probably shouldn't have popped the heel on the assumption that I'd be rolling over toward the Salem, but as it turns out, that's not what I'm doing, so I'll just stay on the Montana while I can. Probably only get 4 torps here. This is such a weird position. Like, he's just waiting to get spotted and attacked. Alright, well, we got a fair amount of damage into the Montana, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to be able to dislodge the Salem outside of torping him, because the Salem can heal through epic fuckloads of HE damage. So that's just not going to be a thing. I could keep working on the Montana, which is, well, frankly, still very healthy. Marceau? Shit, I have to deal with that. Because the likelihood... Well, maybe the Des Moines can hit him. I mean, it's possible. But this Burgone's getting fucking farmed. Jim is in smoke. He's turning into a torp. It's only 10,000. This looks pretty not good for us. Stalin's in a position he can't do anything. And they are... I mean, they're grouped up enough. This is the only real outlier that I can affect. We turn him toward the Des Moines. Well, we know where the gearing is. This is the ballsy dude that's willing to fucking open water gunboat, so this is the thing that I'm going to be shooting, but... 5k, decent hit. Marceau actually has good AA. Or the capability of decent AA, because it has the defensive fire consumable. Alright, so he's kind of chiseled the fuck down. Maybe he'll be a little more puckered up instead of just open water gunboating everybody. Still don't have a fucking way in. If the Stalin came over here, maybe he'd eat shit from the midway, but I mean, he'd be able to force situations. We need DDs to fucking force situations.
Retreat to that area.
Come on, bro.
Teammate, I need your support. Do not let the enemy take the area. All forces, defend that area.
Fuck. He's probably centered-ish, right? Maybe? Son of a bitch! Okay.
All forces, capture that area.
How can I see him? Okay. Like, there's a Des Moines. You have radar. We have a Z with a hydro that he hasn't been using. Come on. Do shit. Got two. Two something. Stalin v. Salem. Don't really know how that one's gonna work out. Marceau's fucked off, at least for the last little while. Let's work on the Salem, help the fucking Stalingrad, because the Stalin's getting dunked. Okay. Good news, Gearing went down. It's trying to farm me, I think. Which is good for us, because it's not farming the Burgon. Yeah, he's shooting me. I can see the... whatever going up. Fuck it, CV's OP. You know what would have been OP? If we had frontline. If we had people that were actually going to stop this bullshit that was going on. Rather than sitting in a corner waiting for something to happen. That would also have been OP. But unfortunately we didn't have that, so... The Gearing can be mad that somebody was able to call his shit since nobody else fucking wanted to. But, sorry Gearing. That's not really my problem. I don't even know if the Burgon can overpen the Salem. Why am I wasting time on this? I need to be torping this. I can't bomb this. It just heals all this. Whatever. 3. I don't need 3. I need all 6. Every fucking time. Montana's really low. I should be going for the Montana instead of the Salem. The Salem knows what the hell to play. Go for the Montana. Yeah, 2 bombs. Nothing. Not going to be able to stop that with bombs. Really, rockets for that matter. Alright, we'll go for the Montana. He dies to the Salem. There's nothing happening there. But I will drop that because it may cover the Des Moines as well. Let's try and get the kill on the Monty.
Attention, reporting the target position. Attention, reporting the target position.
Monty's burning. More shells for the Monty. Monty goes down. Good. Let's try and get the fucking Z while we can. Like, shit has to die. Just fuck off, okay? I'm not gonna be able to do anything against this outside of Torp, so... If I can get the Marceau, because he's really low. If I can get the Z, because he's really low. We still fucking lose. I have to kill the Salem so the Des Moines doesn't die, but I can't kill the Salem and the Des Moines dead. So we're gonna go for the Marceau, we're gonna go for the Z, because there's just not other options. Too much fail in too many places. He broadsides me, so he dies. Nope. French saturation mechanics. That should be a kill. You are reversing, right? Yep. Well, I don't even have time to find the Z, so that wouldn't matter. Salem can just open water turn, it doesn't matter what he does. Because there's nobody to shoot him other than me, so he can just spend his time juking. Although we do get some torps there, which is nice. Hopefully they land before we run out of time. Maybe we get 2. Nope. None. Yeah. Yep, CV's OP. How's it possible to lose when you have a good CV player on your team? It's just not possible. Thanks for the explanations. Your place has prehistoric internet. Yeah, it does. It sucks that it is what it is. It's just it's Saturday night. There's a lot of people streaming. If the servers calm down or something, then you'll have the ability to let it adjust. But it's not a native thing unless you're a partner. Well, the reason I say that CV's OP RAR and laugh about it is because just because you have a CV that knows what they're doing doesn't mean that you can guide the team to victory, because the team is what wins. It's not the CV. The CV can run around doing damage. For instance, the 07 player in the match 2 matches ago, CVs are broken and stuff. Well, I'd gotten information on a DD. Okay, we got some damage into him. There was another DD that decided that he just didn't want to fucking smoke until he was almost dead, so okay. And I mean, altogether I'd done maybe 60,000 damage. He probably had more damage than me. But my damage was into destroyers, which fundamentally is worth more. It's just, you can't... The team has to win. The reason why me hitting a destroyer is so important... Well, they have a CV on their team. Awesome. It's not the CV that wins the game. Destroyers, their teammates, their ships, that's what win the game. I hurt their destroyers. That hurt their ability to win. So, by even stating that, you're talking about how important the surface ships are. Yeah, I do think I'm fairly fortunate in terms of whether I get the like multiple stream thing where it does offer various encoding options. But I don't know how Twitch does the math on that. How they prioritize who they prioritize. CVs can be good at preventing the enemy team from winning. Those just kill each other. Nothing useful there. See. Well, hello, Daring. How you doing? I think Daring's it's a good stop. I think the Daring's a like auto aerial detect is something like 3 kilometers. So he killed 2 planes. Soon to be a 3rd. Drop that just to keep him lit. Might make him want to smoke if people take some pot shots at him, I don't know. There he goes, now he smokes. It's not a big victory, because he has so many smokes. Really? Both TDs? Both TDs went to Alpha? So we don't have anything over at Charlie? Okay.
All forces, capture that area.
They're just gonna move as a group? And the Salem is open water with 3 battleships that can shoot him. That is potentially a scary thing. Kitakazi. Kitakazi isn't smoked. Got 2. Good hit. Oh, buddy. Dude has so many friends. Still doesn't want to smoke. Interesting choice. Now he'll smoke. Could have done it earlier when he was open waterer. Another 2. That's all I can really give him though. You can torp into the Ohio. What is this? What is this stuff? Why are you in the middle? I'm confused by this. Maybe he just wants to open water farm or something, but he's not even shooting. I guess he just didn't know where he was going and he got caught out in the open. And because we don't have a DD at Charlie, these guys are falling back. I think we were spotted by the Daring before the Ohio, so that's potentially a problem. I think I'm gonna have to be the person that's hunting down this, the Kitakazi, because we don't have anybody else that's in position to even try. At least the Daring gave his position up, but we're still losing because they have caps. Still in the mid-range, the Ohio, but I think we'll be able to make it work. Not a great drop. I'm gonna look for this Kitakazi. Audacious is after the Thunder. That's no good. Okay. Not detected. Still not detected. Bruh.
Teammate, I need your support.
Where are you going, dude? So the DD is either behind an island or has just totally fucked off. I'll be honest, I don't know.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
You sure about this? I guess, because he's scared of the radar. I mean, it'd be better to go after the Ohio, I think, but too late. Unless we have the Kurfürst on us. Hard turn to the left, away from the Kurfürst. Wow, got super lucky there. We don't get to go back in on it because we took flak damage. Multiple planes wounded. They just have to get out. Think he probably bunkers on the rock. We can look to torp him, flush him out from behind the rock. These guys need to stop running away. You can stay over here. You could stay on the 10 line. You don't have to run.
Teammate, I need your support.
There's no reason to lead. If all the battleships group in one spot, you just nose into where the battleships are, and then you bounce all the damn shells.
All stations, proceed to capture that area. Capture that area. Reporting the target position.
Fuck. So I'm trying to like push him into these Shima torps, and it's just not gonna happen. Fuck. Whatever. We have Charlie. I don't know what these guys are hoping to do.
Fire support. Attention, reporting the target position.
Salem's open water against double battleship.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Salem is somehow not dead. It's pretty amazing, really. Alright, well the rocket planes are probably going for this. try and get some boost consumables so we can try to move through the AA at close range. We are forcing back this radar dude. Honestly, at this point, we already have Charlie, so it doesn't really matter. These guys are loosely grouped. As long as the Salem doesn't get murdered, that's good. I have no idea where their DDs have gone. Chiseling the Montana. Wait, the Montana's over there now? He went all the way from here? What? 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 Okay. I don't know what's happening. Whatever, we're up in caps, which is good. I don't want to be on this dude. He's running away. It's going to be hard enough to deal with as it is. Where is the DD? Probably where the fighter is. Well, there's the Daring. Daring is outside of the fighter consumable. We can take the shot. Daring likes to slow down and stop. Got some damage. 3k. Not a lot, but some. Daring as a heal. It's not going to be as good as it could be. Petra's still running. Shima just... I mean... Shima's spotting. Being central doesn't really give him torp angles to do anything. But he is spotting. Can re-up the fighter. By the way, I missed my little fighter mod thing. Okay, Montana's going for some aggressive angles, which is cool. I think I can torp into the Petro here. See if we can turn him for the Montana. Maybe not. And again, I still could. I can torp the Thunderer, I think. Thunderer's not moving. We do have a heal consumable. As long as I pop it sooner than never. Probably get a fair amount of bombs off that. Kitakazi pushing. These two should duel. This guy dies, but so does our Kitakazi, because there's battleships in the Daring. Got 6 into the Thunderer. That was probably a good 23k damage. Petra is dead. Good. Enemy Kitakazi's dead. Hopefully ours lives. But it's going to have Ohio secondaries. Probably a Daring. Cool. Thunderer goes down after the torps. Kitakazi is dead. I'll drop a fighter for some spotting. No idea where the Daring is. Maybe there. We definitely get to bomb the Ohio, whose AA is off. Interesting. Maybe the Ohio gave up. No, he hit the wrong button. Eats a torp. Cool. We don't have a kill here, but we can hurt him. And there's a Daring. What's up, little bro? Ohio actually goes dark in the smoke, so I have to go for the Daring. Because I can't linger while the Ohio clears the smoke, maybe? Cool. Oh, I only have one torpedo plane, so there's nothing happening here. Is it just the one? It is, so yeah, I'm pretty out of stuff here, but we take the win. Hey, Ensconce, you're thinking of doing ranked, but you're not sure now? Why not? You can enjoy ranked. Ranked is good. Fire on the Ohio would have been a kill. Yes, but he damage conned the flooding. Well, the damage con on the Ohio lasts like 20 to 30 something seconds. Oh, I didn't check the score. Sorry. Let me do that real quick. 1947. Sure, that was a good year. If we look at the Montana, or I mean, hell, the Ohio. Let's do that. then the damage con lasts 20 seconds. So when he damage conned that flood, like, there was no way I was getting a fire. It wasn't gonna happen. And I'm not gonna linger in his AA for 20 seconds just to come back in to do it. Plus, I can't loiter in the AA while he's in smoke either, so that's why I just had to take the shot at the daring, which worked out. You're also doing qualifiers for silver now, but winning 5 in a row seems almost impossible. I mean, all things are possible. But, just take time. Just pick what you're best at, you know? Can you show my midway build? Sure. Midway build is just the plain one, and torp speed. Why? Because I'm not using secondaries on the midway, and I don't care about the torpedo planes or having more attack time or the rockets. They have enough. I don't need more. We take additional bomber health because I find that the bombs are a highlight of the US line. They're very maneuverable. They have excellent penetration. Plus they're dual use. You can use them against battleships, but also against destroyers. They're not consistent enough or strong enough to matter against cruisers, but I mean, even if you just get 1 or 2 bomb hits on a destroyer, it's impactful. Flight control mod, 2 additional planes and bonus regen, because we lose, planes get shot down. And the unique module gives additional speed to the bombers, as well as additional damage. So it's just kind of doubling down on the US highlight of the bombs. Basically, it has very fast rocket planes, but very slow strike planes. So it kind of gives you a medium speed strike plane, kind of even it out a little bit. For the commander, more faster, healthier. Then additional throughput on the torps, because we're probably just torping battleships, really. So that helps get through the torpedo protection. It doesn't add damage, it just more of the damage gets through as opposed to being blocked. And I'm not really big on the sight stab, but I think I have this from a different build and it'd be 500 doubloons to change it, so I'm just going to let it be. Normally I would have Demolition Expert for additional fire chance, because we drop 6 bombs, so that's plus 30% fire chance. With the remaining points, extra fighter consumable, a little more patrol range, more boost, and last gasp. That's the build. Would you recommend Hakuryu or MVR for qualifications? I'd recommend whatever you're best at. It sounds kind of cheesy to say it like that, but it really is true. In terms of power, the Midway is probably the strongest carrier at tier 10 if you talk about tech trees. The FDR is described to be the strongest carrier because it does a lot of damage, but damage doesn't necessarily win games. It can win games, but it doesn't necessarily win games. Midway has the possibility to do very large amounts of damage, but it also has the ability to be influential on frontline stuff, destroyers and whatnot, with its rockets and bombers. So I think Midway is probably the strongest at the moment. Hakuryu or MVR, it's personal preference. Hakuryu is a little more general. It's a little more universally capable of doing the thing. But again, it comes down to what are you able to perform in. If you were able to perform in the MVR, even when it was considered weak, you could still win in the Gold League. You could still rank out. So it really comes down to player skill. As far as the innate balancing of the CVs, they're close enough that it's fine. I thought the Richtofen's the best tech tree ship. It was considered that way on release because the rockets can be devastating and nobody knew how to counterplay the rockets. Still a bunch of people don't know. So, I mean, the rockets did devastating amounts of damage. And the bomb reticle was tight enough, and the bomb's penetration and fuse timings are so effing good that you could reliably expect, you wouldn't always get, but you could expect triple citadels. You could expect triple hits, and if you hit, they were probably going to be citadels, in which case it was going to be like 26,000 citadel damage. It was a lot. So they changed the reticle, which made it extremely unreliable, and then they kind of changed the dispersion so that it's less unreliable, but it's still unreliable. MVR's fallen out of favor, but she's still powerful enough to do the thing. I mean, the rockets alone are extremely powerful. The bombs are now like the second most powerful aspect to it. And the torps are very consistent. We're hanging out down here because we want to get resets at Alpha. We don't want to let them get free points. Not very much damage at all. Oh my god, guys. Come on, get the hell in Bravo. Guys. Guys, get the fuck in the cap. Okay.
All stations, proceed to capture that area. All forces, capture that area.
This is actually a problem. It's not very often people commit to come around this, but seeing that does mean it. So it could actually bow tank that. What the fuck is this lemming train stuff? Oh yeah, this real bad. Cool. Guess I bombed the Thunderer then. Ohio will be on top of me as well, but at least it's like on the outer edges of its AA range. Kind of. Sort of. Although the Thunder is quite maneuverable. Lost 2 planes, 4 planes, 5. I'm near 6. You got some hits though. Yeah, I guess we could try to torp into the Ohio and slow that push down. Oh, good. These guys probably murder the Marceau. He's so far out away from any form of support. Come on, drive at this, guys. Go at it. Kill it. Drag this bitch down. Don't fuck around with that. Murder him. Alright, so we're gonna try to strike the Ohio here. Kremlin's moving forward, which is concerning, because Kremlin's broadside is extremely weak. Do that. Bombs for the Ohio. As long as this dude doesn't get citadeled through the side. They turned away. No! Okay, fine. Good hits on the Ohio. Can't really do that again because he's getting close to the island unless we go all the way around to do this again, but he is the dude that's pushing, so he is the dude that we'll go after. I could bring just 6 planes, instead I'm bringing 9 to make sure I get there. Marceau hit a torp. Oh, Marceau got, as in ate a torp, got it. I thought he like hit a torp on us. That's a weird thing to call out, but... Is he turning? Feels like he's turning. Yeah. Go back in on this. Got a fire. That probably 6 because we got a flood before. As long as the Kremlin doesn't get like pwned. We'll do this. Just go. Fucking serious. Like, this is not hard. Just point your nose toward whatever. Okay. So we're coming with 6 planes. We'll probably be okay. I'm sure he's lost a fair amount of A at this point. He's dead. So those planes will actually leave. Am I able to salvage this strike? Yes, because we can use the island cover. A little. I was like, do I just drop and recall? Well, no, I could maybe strike the Puerto Rico. Maybe, rawr. Lose this plane. Nope, we get it out. Not 4. What the shit? What are you doing, bro? You okay? Did you get lost? Boba the Hutt? Okay. So the Thunderer likes to shoot at range, not get citadeled at close range. So this is no bueno. Alright, well, he is dead. It may take about 40 to 50 seconds for it to happen, but he is dead. So the real question is, what happens with the Marceau, who did eat a torp or something? So supposedly the Marceau is low. We have 10 seconds on our heel. We could work on the Puerto Rico, maybe. As long as the Summers somehow lives here. Oh, cool. Why the fuck is there a fighter there? Did he just place the fighter? Whatever, we'll bail. I guess that's a yes, he did. Stop, use your smoke, dude. Stop moving forward. He's gonna run out of his smoke. Then he may get spotted. Okay, cool. So the Marceau is out. We know where the Marceau is. We know where all this shit is. Now you need to get back, sir.
Get back.
We'll drop this for spotting. Should see the Puerto Rico. It does. Also sees the Holland. Can try to strike the Marceau. I'll lose a bunch of planes, though. Probably do 2,000 damage, maybe less. It's French saturation mechanics. Did 5. That's actually pretty decent. I'm good for that. I'm alright around that. Have to drop another fighter. Hopefully the Holland doesn't just murder it so that these guys have something to shoot. Puerto Rico open water.
Reporting the target position.
Please don't die. I mean, he re-engaged, which is good. Oh, they're shooting me. That's cool.
All stations requesting fire support.
Something that can shoot this? He's got to turn out, right? Didn't break any AA mounts, but we got some damage in on him, which is useful. Puerto Rico continues to run. Smallland working on back capping. Hopefully the Smallland doesn't get wrecked. Richtofen's going to harass the Iowa, but it's not going to be a kill. Summers can start to work on the Holland, maybe? I don't know. Oh, he's going for resets. What a bro. See if the Holland left his AA on. He did.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Fuck out of the cap. Good, he gets reset.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
We're gonna pop the heel, and we're gonna work on the Holland. We're not gonna kill the Holland, because it's fucking Holland. But we can drive him out of the cap, which is what we're doing. And he may actually reverse. It's kind of beached. Might get lucky. Might fuck him over. That looks pretty unpleasant. Too bad. Holland is down. Good. Okay, so that secures the 2 caps for us. Smallland did peel back because the 2 battleships were honestly really close. Indy's pushing up because his prey is running. Good night, Mr. Zoo. Think you get damage reduction while you're in aiming time? The planes that are going to shoot have a damage reduction. But all the other ones do not. So only the planes that are going to shoot have a 50% damage reduction. And that's during the attack. And also after they shoot while they're running away. Those planes will have their little bonus. Alright, so Smallland can murder a bunch of stuff. Richthofen can't. It's not going to be able to kill a well-played Smallland. It's just not going to happen.
Our victory is in
we have the cap advantage. Be nice to go after Puerto Rico, but I mean, he's really bunkered up between quite a bit of AA. I think I YOLO the Thunder, possibly spot the Marceau as I do so. And the Thunder is covered in 32 mil, so I mean, we can do damage to him. And we did not spot the Marceau, so I don't know where the hell the Marceau is. But that's okay. He might be going for like the long play, but the last time he was seen was over there. How do you win games in a CV? I mean, it's a complex question. There are people that are strikers, they deal damage. I mean, there are people that are strikers at every ship. There are people that just deal damage in battleships and murder everybody. There's people that deal damage in cruisers and murder everybody. People that deal damage in DDs and murder everybody. So damage is always an option. But that's not the way that I teach. I teach supportive CV, which is to read the map and to try to see where does your team need help? What can you do to allow your team to make plays and succeed? So that's what I tend to be looking for. I'm looking for, you know, how can I help? And right now we're just in cleanup. I'm going to be trying to remove the Puerto Rico from the board because until the Puerto Rico's dead, he's going to have all his guns, or as many are not broken, and usually no guns are broken. So we're going to try to get some damage into this, get him off the board. That's going to leave the Georgia, and then the CV. It's probably a kill. We can torp the Georgia. So Enchanted, I think the best thing you could do is if you save one of your replays for 10,000 channel points, and sometimes there are people in the channel that have a bunch of channel points and they'll spot you. If you go to the Discord, there's a link below the stream. There's a channel called Replays. You can put your replay in there and you know, submit channel points or ask somebody in the chat if they'd be willing to do it, and we can review a game. And I can kind of tell you what you did, what you didn't do. So stuff like that can be helpful. Because if you just don't know, I mean, it's hard to give you just like, I don't have a 3-sentence, this is how you win. You know, some people that don't play CVs very much will just say, kill all the DDs and you win. It's not that easy. It's more complex than that. Do a lot of damage. It's not that easy. It's more complex than that. So it's a larger question. So the first things first, you know, you need to make sure that if you're going out to do something that you're hitting, you need to hit with rockets, hit with torps, hit with bombs. Because if you're going to do something, you need to be able to make sure that you do it. So first step's going to be aiming. Then it's going to start coming in like target selection, figuring out what to aim at and when, and recognizing map stuff. Like, I don't know, there's a fair bit to it, really. Well, cluster, all right, so Enchanted here. If you go to the Discord here, we have a replay channel right here. You can put the replays in. So this will be where I'll pull replays from. And so yeah, so you can pop it in here. Somebody actually threw some points out, so they'll cover you for that. And also, for the people that are in the stream, because we have 124 viewers, there is a Boost This Stream challenge. There's 2 days left, so it's not like it's going to expire in the next 10 minutes, but you can donate up to 2,000 channel points per stream. So if you have some channel points lying around, if you want to contribute some in, Twitch will help promote the channel to 7,700 different people. I mean, not all of them are going to come to the channel, but you know, it does help. Get some new eyes in, get some new people in. It's kind of cool. Quick question for the Hawk. You have a 9-point captain. Would you advise aircraft armor and SE before proximity fuse? Yes. Yeah, absolutely, Z-Skull. So the this is the basic build for all CVs. More, faster, healthier. Stealthier is currently bugged. I can't recommend it at the moment because it's bugged. And even then, because we have a new commander, you know, a lot of different options now as opposed to the old commander stuff. Maybe it's even not mandatory now because of other options. But more, faster, healthier. Having planes living does more damage than 10% breach on a battleship. So having planes alive is going to do a lot more than this little plus 10% thing. So definitely those first 9 points going to be in there. Well, woot. Thank you very much, everybody, that chipped in some points. So the boost thing has started. So Twitch is going to, I guess, kick off some promotion-y stuff, like recommended channels and things. Usually it brings in about maybe 20 to 50 more people that really haven't seen the stream or wouldn't see the stream before. So I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thanks, Thought so. Just wanted to ask to make sure. Absolutely, Z-Kill. Can you get the Discord invitation link? Arano, it's literally, if you just scroll down below the Twitch screen, there's a button that says Discord. You can click the button, or there's a little text link that's below it. Cool. How do you boost? It's a thing that Twitch is trialing. It's like a program or whatever that they're trying to do, where basically if your community is active and your community wants to put points to promote you, Twitch will give you a certain amount of recommendations that they'll recommend you on the main page or recommend you on, I guess, the games page or whatever. So it just gets more eyes on the stream. It's not something that happens every day or maybe even once a week. It kind of happens as a little event. It's up for 2 days, and if people are generous enough to contribute to it and you reach the goal, then you'll earn a bunch of promotion for it. I don't know where the numbers come from, because I've seen other streams, like I went on to BFK's stream and he had the little boost thing going where it was like 500,000 points. It was like 535,000. Well, for me, it's just 80, but for him, it would have been almost twice as many referrals. It would have been like 15,000 referrals. So I don't know exactly how it does the math or why they do what they do, but I think the program is still in trial, how all that works out. Thank you very much for the tier 1 sub back tier. Thank you, sir. Welcome, friend. You're saving for the 1 million channel points thing where a sconce comes and washes your car, but 2,000 is worth the boost. Yeah, when you go to World of Warships, there's a section channels you might like. Yep. Yeah, the boost option, it has already been filled, Z-Skull. Once, in our case, 82,200 points, I think it was, had been donated, then it was complete, and it would go into a little boost phase. So, over the next, over maybe the next hour or two, we'll probably get an additional 20 to 50 viewers as people kind of check out the stream. Some people will stay, some people go like, it's not my gig.
Battle starts.
Okay. Shimikaze Smolin. Smolin's going to be a lot to deal with. Rocketing the Smolin's going to be tough just because he can turn very well, but we could potentially bomb him. It's not going to get a kill, though, or it's not reasonable to expect a kill. Indy we could hit with the rockets because we have 33 mil pen. Could rip into the Thunderer because that's covered in 32. If the Smolin slows down with the Venezia, he should be okay against the bombs, which he even pre-dropped. Okay. Drop that for spotting. We're going to go guard C. Cool, so the Smolin's diverting. He's going to have the Venezia to help. Venezia A ain't nothing to fuck with, plus he's even got a fighter up, which is great. So, he might take the drop. But if he does, that's pretty hardened up. And he's out of position to work on the Z, so the Z should hopefully get into Bravo soon. I'm gonna start the attack. I can't swing over like I can on other nations, but we can get a reset here. some damage. Z took the scenic route, so unfortunately we're behind unless I can get another reset in, which maybe I can. So I'm going to wiggle left and right. I'm going to try to make it so that the reticle can't actually shrink. We're just going to take a big random fuck you guesswork hot shot so the Z is ahead in terms of capping. Now if one of these guys, Hindi or Shiki, gets in here, then they're going to cap faster, but hopefully this dude gets the job done. Smolin and Venezia are split up. That could be potentially dangerous. He actually played CV for KSC, so he should know quite a bit about how CVs work.
Get back.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to be up here, dude. You're kind of isolated. Like, I think we get Alpha though, which is kind of cool. Basically, the Shima can out-detect the Z, although the Z could pop Hydro, but the Shima has a Hindi and a Shiki Shima as, you know, in his back pocket, just looking ready to help, which is not a joke. Against the midway, so you could harass the Thunderer. Suppose I could bomb the Shiki here. Maybe we'll get a spot on the Shimakaze. Sure, we'll do that. I'll just recall as soon as I drop, because I don't get multiple drops against a hard group like this. Leap the flak. Lost 4 planes, lost 5 planes. Probably lose 6 in all, but we'll take the drop. It's a pretty terrible drop. And we lost lots of planes, so that's even fucking better. So we lost 9 for that. 9 for 2 bomb hits. Pretty terrible. Midway goes to work on the Thunderer. Interesting. He doesn't get another drop. Can we bring this over? Can we drag these fighters to the Thunderer? Please? Latch? No. Whatever. Just do that. I'll torp the Ohio. I love y'all too. It's taking shots at me and not the Thunderer, that's cool. This is still a fucking problem though. This is really bunkered up. There's a lot of AA on top of itself over here, that's gonna be okay. Z is isolated. Z's gonna die.
All stations, retreat.
Yeah, that's the Shima. He's lighting the Z. There's no reasons for him to use rockets on the Thunderer. We have to try and help. These guys should be able to deal with this shit. Should, theoretically, maybe. Pop the heal. Take the drop there. So we might actually hit the Hindi. We might actually hit the Shiki Shima if it misses the Hindi. So I do think we get a fair amount of damage in. Would be nice if that hits the Shiki Shima too. Try and stall the advance by torping across it. Z just needs to run. Z smoked good. Drop a fighter to keep this shit lit. I guess it's lighting itself though. Okay, cool. And the Shiki actually slammed on the brakes rather than push in. Shimakaze's still a problem. As we can see, he's torping the Z, but the Z has Hydro, so he's going to be okay. Drop this for now. We have 2 caps, so
Get back.
there's no reason for the Monty to push just so he can get murdered. It's not necessary, friend. It's going to turn into the torps. Really don't want to torp the Shiki, but I can't torp the fucking Hindi if he's just gonna turn like that, so... we even get to torp this? little. Get him to turn out.
Get back.
Come on, Montana. What are you doing? Hey, we got a bloody nose on the Shiki. Not a lot. We're just trying to support the Thunder because there's not a lot over here. Working on the Shiki would be great. Working on the Hindi would be great.
All stations.
Of course, I don't think the Thunder is really going to be able to nail this dude. How the fuck are you? Why? Whatever.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Stay on this guy. Zeke could kill the Shima. Zeke, well, but can he with the Hindi? If the Z had Hydra, he could heal the Shima.
All stations. Requesting fire support.
I want to work on the Shima, I do, but this is the thing that's really, like, gonna fuck everything up, because it's gonna kill him. Plus he's smoking, so there's nothing I'm really gonna be able to do there. The Shiki is bailed. Or the Shima is bailed. Stop fucking pushing. Whatever. I mean, we traded a battleship for a battleship, so I guess it's okay. But it's just not a reason to push like that. Keep working this dude. Z can murder the Shima if the Z has Hydro to be able to rush this dude, but he can't do it while the guy has a Hindenburg in his back pocket. We can come out and bomb the Hindi next, but I think we just have our engine boost. We can probably go in on this. Hopefully the Shiki doesn't clap the Thunderer. Alright, Z's making his move. Hindi isn't able to see the Z to be able to shoot him. We're chiseling this dude down. We're working on him. We're working on him.
Get back. Get back.
Why are you pushing? Okay, so he wants to take pot shots at me. That is okay. You do you, buddy. Damage on me is not going to win this game. Shima might have torped. Please die. Yeah. Oh, really? Let's try to work on this. Good. Shima's down. Fucking Thunder is charging up between a Venezia. There's a small end as well. Good, go away. Can bomb the Thunderer. This is just so fucking bad.
Capture that area.
Oh, and his AA is on. He's gonna get shot. Why did they overcommit so they could get murdered? Why would they do that? Probably, no, he used his smoke. Son of a, I can't, well, okay, I give him a fighter now. But I have to help with this Thunderer. I don't know where the Shiki is. He's probably what murdered the Thunderer. Yeah, that's probably shots for me. How fucked am I? That's actually a pretty good angle. Could have been worse. Alright, so Z's gonna be on the Shiki's nuts. Thunderer was low. We still lose A because the small end is gonna go in.
All forces, capture that area.
I'm not gonna be able to kill the small end. But the Z can probably somehow, maybe, possibly, or something kind of murder the Shiki somehow. I have to get resets here because otherwise we just straight up lose. Can't even do that. Why? Why did they push and get murdered? Well, fuck. Oh, we get murdered to the Shiki. And the Z had to YOLO this. You can't just torp. We get spotted, Shiki takes the shot, we get murdered. Let's wait for the shot, we can start to maneuver, I guess. Whatever, we'll do that. Yeah, he couldn't torp there. He had to YOLO him. But he can't with 9,000 health, I guess, so... I mean, what are you gonna do? Plus, we're not gonna be able to stop the small end. That's just so disappointing. They had the win. They had it. Montana pushed forward. Gotta do stuff, bro. Gotta kill bitches. Yeah. Dead to torps. Probably take him with us, though. Z still needs to somehow get the kill.
Problem solved, sir. Critical
Yeah,
footing.
dead to torps. I think we can get some flesh wound flags off this. If the Z doesn't get golf clapped super quick. I have too many bombers. Have them all murdered by AA. Give me the flags. Thank you.
Enemy battleship foundered.
We drop with like one bomb. One bomber. Nope, two. And one hits. Hey, we got a hit. Woot. Yeah, it's just really disappointing because like we had 4 ships over here. They had defensive positions. Like the only way that they're gonna take A is if they push. They come in, you know, we're gonna take this. Alright, well, if that's the case, then they're gonna have to push into fortified positions and get wrecked for it. Well, no, the Montana ran out and died. Okay. And then the other guys decided to chase too and get murdered? Like, for what? Very strange. Hi, Sconce, could you do a replay for bits? If you feel like taking a break from playing, you need some help with AP bombs. Yes, but I would like to finish qualifying first. Unless I'm just gonna stop playing. Oh, by the way, there's a free thing. Whatever this is. I mean, I guess we can stop. Somebody else had submitted points for, I think, a new guy. So we can look at, yeah, Clusterfox. Clusterfox had kicked out some points for that. So who was the guy who was having issues? It was a new guy, Enchanted, I think it was. So Enchanted, did you put your replay up? Are you still here, Enchanted? Looks like he's still here. Let me show you the Audacious upgrades, please. Sure. So Audacious is just the plain one torp speed, because I don't care about secondary battery. Don't need additional attack time on the torps or rockets. That being said, you could take additional attack time on the torpedoes because you can turn them very aggressively, potentially cut somebody off and land a good shot in. But as far as the final 3, we're going to take additional health on the torps because this is our most consistent damage. We can't guarantee that we're against battleships that we're not going to shatter on. You know, if it's all Kremlins and GKs and stuff, well, then we're just going to shatter a lot. And same thing with the rockets. We may be against heavy cruisers or Russian cruisers that we're not going to be able to pen. So this is the most consistent thing that we have, so we're going to take additional health on the torps. Flight control mod gives 2 additional planes and bonus regen, and then we've got the special in slot 6, which is going to give us additional maneuverability, less detection, and more engine boost. You could take more speed or more health. Either works fine. I do like the unique upgrade because I like additional engine boost. For the commander, more faster, healthier, base 9-point build. I do take proximity fuse because I need to rely on the torps if the bombs are just going to shatter. Demolition expert to give the bombs more fire chance, so if they shatter at least they could set fires. And then I do have flak reduction because there's a lot of health on these planes, so if they do take flak, it's not so much about reducing the flak by 200 or 300 damage, it's the fact that they might take flak and still go home because they just have enough health. So it's kind of trying to double down and get some resources to come home, and then some bonus boost. You don't have a replay right now? You're taking a 1-week break from WoWs? Oh, okay. Well, then I'll refund the points back to Clusterfucks because he had donated some for you. So Thalamus, is it the Ryujo that you wanted me to look at? Okay. So he said that Thalamus said he reset the Japanese line and he wanted me to check out his play. Oh, that's right. We're gonna have to close this first. Of course, it's got to let me open it. There we go. So we're going to do a replay review. Thalamus has submitted a CV replay. He just kind of wants another set of eyes on. So we have Surface Fish and a Ryujo. He is up-tiered. Tier 6 CVs not really able to deal with Tier 8 battleships basically at all. They have too much health and too much healing for a Tier 6 CV to bring it down. So that's going to rely on the team. Colorado is pretty thorny. It's got some good AA and significant amounts of healing. The other stuff does look approachable. Talin's going to be something to be concerned about because it's got quite aggressive flak as well as long range AA. And yeah, so we'll see what he does. Starting out with the rocket planes. To be honest, I didn't know there was a female announcer option. It's kind of cool. Maybe that's okay. A Dasha thing, maybe? Alright, Talin gives a radar. It's not going to last very long. You're too close to be able to shoot, though. Radar goes down before you can, but at least you know kind of where he is. Okay. Akazuki's getting bombed. Akazuki should be in smoke. You're going to keep hounding the Icarus. So there's 2 destroyers. Basically everybody spotted at this point. Staying on the Icarus is okay. We heard you bottom out multiple times. You had an engine boost you could have used. If you're all the way over there and you have the ability to take the shot, you should give yourself the best chance to take the shot, which that's what the engine boost consumable is for. So if you'd been able to slam on the brakes, line up the shot a little better, I think you would have had a better hit. Going after the Icarus, he's just going to smoke again, but he's not going to smoke if you don't force him to. Oh, that's rough. Because you're under... Okay. And you left because you tripped a fighter. Fighter was able to take you down. Yeah, so the Icarus got out. He got under cruiser guns. This is a giant blob of awful. Right now, I'm going to stop you and say there's a Kagero over here you should be looking at. So this is just going to be obnoxious. Short of like throwing some torps in on the Scharnhorst while they're kind of isolated from this, you don't really have the ability to affect this just about at all. You could try to do something with the Dallas, or you could try to do this. Right now, these guys cannot be stopped by these two. So they're just going to take A and just keep on fucking charging. Because of this, your guys in the center are going to be stuck in a crossfire. The Tallinn could be broadside. The Fiji could be nailed. The Bismarck could be nailed. They're probably going to keep going. But I mean, if they stay where they are to bunker up, they could get slapped in about a minute, maybe 2 minutes from now. Working on this side, however, if you can get the Kagero down, well, then the Akazuki doesn't have to worry about the DD. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. And you guys can start working on the Colorado Miyoko together. Miyoko, I think, is tier 6? Tier 7. So I mean, it's 2 tier 7s. The AA is not going to be shit, but you'll have a whole bunch of people that can assist you with this. So this is, as soon as the Icarus got out, you bullied him, he got away, cool. You're low. I mean, you used a lot of rockets on it. I guess you're not low, but realistically, you're not going to finish that. So it's either working the Dallas here, which Dallas can be kind of thorny, or trying to help your team take care of this. Because if these guys keep pushing, which they show every indication of wanting to, and these guys push, then your team is in a get fucked sandwich, and that's not going to go very well for them. So it looks like you are torping, potentially into the Scharnhorst. Yeah. Okay, CAG is down. Great. So hopefully, because the CAG is down, these guys are going to be really aggressive and shove these guys back so they can't just push through. So that problem got kind of handled. I think this is still the better place to go in on, but the Scharnhorst is isolated. That's going this way took you closer to the Charles Martel as opposed to going south and coming up from behind. Also, if you can come up from behind, you can track through a turn better as opposed to coming into the front. So if you come in this way, you can turn out and you really can't correct the angle for that. That was a little tough. Tallinn has the Icarus lit. Tallinn hopefully? No. Does. Great. I don't even know what the hell this Bismarck was doing. But okay, so he got murdered. Staying on the Scharnhorst, Vlad Roma. Not going to be able to deal with the tier 8s. This is what the team is shooting at. Nobody's really shooting at this, but I mean, if you keep them occupied, then at least you're keeping them kind of off of your team. And you can shoot once before the fighter really latches and starts to murder shit. He's able to kill some planes. His rocket planes, it's okay. So at this point, you're just going for the delay action. Rather than getting pieces off the board, you're just trying to slow people down. Make it so that they're not just walking forward for free. Okay, that's fine. Engine boost. There we go. Okay. One thing to remember while watching replays like this is that the reticle is not often created or represented correctly in replays. It's kind of a bug. So wherever they drop, just like mentally pull it back a little bit, because the drop is it's replayed a little, or the reticle is replayed further ahead than it actually was. Okay. I mean, it's going to be tough getting through a tier 8 with a tier 6. No, there's no. So I think after that drop, you had something like, you may have had 4 or 5 planes really, but it's always worth remembering that if a ship is moving in a direction, if you're coming toward the ship, it's like you're running towards somebody who's running toward you. You're going to meet in the middle a lot faster. But if you're running after someone who's running away from you, it takes much longer for you to catch up. And when you're sitting in tier 8 AA, you're just getting ripped up as you're running past them. So you can have a more accurate shot coming from behind, but because you're going to be traveling through AA for a longer period of time to get to your target, that is a potentially an issue. Okay, you get 2 torps on that. Yeah. You took Bravo. This is a pretty aggressive position. Oof, that didn't work out too well. And yeah, you're reversing, which is cool. I think until you knew that you had these assets online, this is probably where you go. Cutting in here, where you only really have a rock to try and play Ring Around the Rosie with, your CV is not very nimble, so, I mean, that by itself is gonna suck. But if you instead came in maybe here, if your team wraps around, really starts doing the thing and pushing forward, you can just poke right through and follow with them. I guess I'm actually a little surprised to see your CV up like that. That seems to be a little aggressive. Especially against a cluster, I mean, of all that stuff going on. Running low on resources. You could probably get citadels on the Scharnhorst if you really wanted to use your bombs that way. And I guess, I don't think the Charles has a heal, so you might get a kill here. Cool. So bombs for the Scharnhorst. Vlad, I think just its deck is too thick. Cool. So, I know the reticle could be off, but the reticle looked like it was about here, with him cutting forward. So, if we think 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, the reticle is going to be fairly centered on the ship by the time you get ready to drop. You almost want the reticle to be here. And then, as you're coming up, you can slam on the brakes, pull the reticle in, and as he's moving forward, your reticle will meet in the middle. You drop basically off the tip of the nose. You drop somewhere in this area if they're going forward, because he's going to go forward, you know, a quarter ship length, half a ship length, so your bombs will drop here but land here. I mean, obviously the reticle is yay large, so they could go wherever the hell they're going to go, but, you know, as far as the center of the reticle, you kind of bullseye in on this part of the nose, so that you drop here, they land about center-ish. So, now we've completed the hump over, and we're about kind of middle of the ship. It's still going to take a little bit if we drop. And ideally, when you're dropping a battleship, you want to pull back. You want to pull the reticle back so that you can get that better down angle. Hopefully at the top of the hump, as opposed to after over. Because once you go over, you go into a dive and you commit to an angle. Whereas up here, you just kind of flat drop. So you really want to drop during the hump, if at all possible. Torps look kind of good. Might eat 1? Maybe 2? No. Oh well. Those you probably eats 2. Yeah. So this is tough because you're basically out of stuff. But y'all have 3 caps. And you are looking to run, which is good. You could either bunker up on the island, but it's very hard to control the CV, so you don't get just murdered. And then here, so... Alright, so here, you've got an engine boost consumable. You're going fast. You've sped up your speed. You're trying to cut through the AA, which is perfectly cool. So if you put this reticle maybe here, he's moving forward. As he's moving forward, you slam on the brakes, you draw your reticle back. The tip of his nose merges with the reticle, you drop, you have the best down angle possible to try to get the hit. So you dropped right at the end of the hump, both bombs hit. It's unlikely that it pens down to the Citadel on a tier 8 ship. You probably just don't have the penetration to be able to do it. A little more. Probably still hits. It's probably still 2. Yeah. Yeah, well. So at this point, the Miyoko is technically the better target than the Vlad, because you'll actually be able to hit the Miyoko, and there's no way in hell you're going to kill this bastard. I mean, again, it's tier 8. He starts with 73,000 health. He probably has like a 15,000 heal. He probably has 4 or maybe 5 of them. So it's like, that's 130, 140,000 damage. And over this entire match, you've done 97. So like, the likelihood that you're going to somehow get another 30 to 40,000 damage into this is small. Although the Akazuki's trying to help, but, you know, you could have Citadel'd the Miyoko. If you got double Citadels in the Miyoko, that's 10,000 Citadel damage. That Miyoko gets fucked up. I mean, even torping the Vlad here, you're gonna chisel him. You are getting resets though, which is useful. I mean, it's prolonging. Y'all are pretty solidly ahead, which is good. But at this point, it really just comes down to y'all need caps or kills, and you can't. You're not gonna be able to kill this. The Miyoko you could kill. Maybe even the Fuso you could kill, because you could probably Citadel the Fuso. I think that's tier 6. Yeah, Fuso is tier 6. So, alright, so C is lost. Vlad is unkillable. You do not have the ability to do that. Look for the Miyoko, look for the Fuso, try and save Alpha. Because they're gonna go for Alpha, they're gonna get, they're gonna cap it. And then you're gonna not get point gained anymore. But I have a feeling that you're gonna stay on the Vlad until the end of the match. Alright, well, you win because you had points and you ran, and time went down. So that worked out. Still a win. Can Ryujo AP Citadel tier 8 battleships? I mean, possibly, but in general, tier 8 or tier 6 stuff is made for tier 6 stuff. Tier 8 stuff is made for tier 8 stuff. Tier 10 is made for tier 10. So, you, like, maybe a Ryujo could get Citadels on a Bismarck, because a Bismarck just, it's critically weak against aerial AP bombs. For whatever reason, it just is. But, I mean, it wasn't happening with the Vlad. Okay, so I guess we could look at it. So if the Ryujo has, which Z-Skull just posted, thank you very much for the bits, Thalamus. Thank you very much, sir. And that's more than your usual. Thank you very much again. You were very generous, dude. If we look at the Vlad's construction, so it's just posted in chat, 228 millimeter. So let's look at what its armor layout is. For the top deck, we have 40 millimeter. For the deck underneath the top deck, we have 50 millimeter. So now we've got 90 mil so far. And then under that, we have 180 in the front, 135 mid, and then 180 in the back. So if we've got 228 mil pen on the Ryujo bombs, the 180 plus the 50, that's going to be 230. That's not going to happen. So this is just not even possible. We've got this auxiliary deck here. So technically, if we take the auxiliary deck out, which is, well, I guess we remove the middle deck, this is the only area where you could Citadel. Because it'd be 135 plus 50, so 185. You've got 228, so as long as your angle is sharp enough that it's going to knife through that, knife through the deck there, then knife into the Citadel. This, literally just this little patch and this little patch, that's your only Citadel option. Which is like, oof. As far as the AP information, I actually have that on the Discord. As for where it came from, I don't quite remember, but if we look at... No, it's not that. This. AP Sultan's pulled this off of another Discord, so it actually lists what the penetration values are for the AP rockets as well as the AP bombs, and that's in the that's over here in the pinned section of general discussion. I mean, there are people that data mine the game. Yep. So it's just, yeah. But I mean, if we look at, let's actually look at, there were 2 other ships left, right? There's a Miyoko. Miyoko was tier 7, right? So the Miyoko's base health, 37, she's got a 32 mil deck, 16 front side, 25 mil. So technically if you rocketed the deck, you might shatter, but you'd hit either the superstructure or the side. And the Citadel is basically all of the ship. It's not recessed in or anything, so like if you're able to bomb, you might get a citadel or two into this, and that could be about a third of her health if you got two. And there was another one. There was a Fuso, I think. We can look at the Fuso real quick. Fuso had... Let's get rid of the torpedo protection just so we can see. Citadeled armor slopes. So 99 mil, 51 over here on the edges, got a sloped 76, and 35 up top. So 35 and 99, you could definitely citadel that. I mean, it's a little tight in. You've got some edges on the outside. You might be able to hit two. It's like you had some other options in the Vlad. Not to say that that was going to matter. You obviously got the win. But tunneling on the Vlad didn't result in a kill. While it got resets, the resets were valuable because it delayed their point gain. But there were other options. What do we want to do? Play the Audacious. For the fun of it. Can you kill engines and rudders on purpose with Hakuryu torps? I mean, you can aim with the torps. If you hit a midships, you might knock the engine. If you hit the rear of the ship, you might knock the rudder. Sure. Basically, when HE ordnance and torpedoes are high explosive ordnance, when it hits an area, it has like an AoE. It has a radius around where it hits, or like I think it's like a cube, but whatever. And modules or things that are within that cube get affected by that module break damage. So if you torp into the center of the ship, it's not a guaranteed chance, but you can deal damage to the module, which gives you a percentage chance of knocking it out. Yeah, if an in-cap happens, it happens. It's not something you have an extreme amount of control over. Aerial torps are weaker than other torps, but I mean, they're more than nothing.
General quarters.
Had torps take out a turret before? Yeah, so if the torp hits here, it's going to have a little AoE area of effect around it. Well, the turret, you know, the turret goes into the ship, and that little area of effect thing could affect the turret that way, just deep in the ship. I mean, if you want to think about it like in terms of what would that mean realistically, so a torp lands and hits the side of the ship right off where the turret is, and the people that are in, they get knocked around or something. So one of them knocks his head on the side of the wall, and it takes him a few seconds to shake himself awake or whatever. It's just, I mean, it's not like it's
Fighter airborne. Autopilot mode enabled.
I don't know, we could do that. What are we against? Holland? Don't know where the Holland is. I mean, he's gonna go for A. Probably. Really want to torp the Stalingrad. How long in this fighter? Probably another 15 seconds, because we dropped after he dropped. Still don't know where the Holland is. Okay, well. Fighter fucked off. I don't want to rocket the Alaska. I don't know where the Holland is. Whatever, as long as he's not capping A, I don't much care. Now he's in Alpha. He's probably over here by the Alaska. We're in B, he's in A. If we get a reset, then, there we go. Then we'll take the cap before they do. Some damage. Not a ton, but some. Wasted the engine boost. Didn't need to use it that early. I'm just staying here not to do damage. I'm just trying to get resets. I want us to have B before they have A. So, get some resets. Start working on the Stalin, maybe. This I don't understand. Rocketing a Riga might work out for him. I think the Riga's spaced armor is still going to give him a measure of protection. I don't think that's too important. Yeah, he's fine. Spaced armor on the German, or not German, the Russian heavy cruisers is very resilient against the German AP. At least at tier 9 and tier 10. Stalingrad crash dives for the island. I think we can hook around. Maybe not. Should be something. Bomb the Alaska, maybe? Stalin might fuck up the Riga, though. One? What? I don't know what he did to make that happen. Maybe he just totally slammed on the brakes or something. That was confusing. Alaska, Burgoyne, Iowa, all on top of each other. Shit. This is a problem. Riga probably gets clapped. Stalin should murder the Riga. Yeah. Especially showing as much side as he's showing. That's just bad. This is really grouped. I don't know if I can help here. Can't murder the Stalin with bombs. Yeah, that's not good. So, supposedly, super cruisers are really weak to fire and stuff now. They're just super weak to fire and stuff. Because Ouija broke the game or whatever. So if we can set a fire, then this Stalin is just dead. That's what top secret forum intelligence has divulged. Shit. Well, that does stick. I mean, it's a Stalingrad. He's got fucking heals out the ass. We could try to work on the Yamato, maybe. Although he's got a Holland and an Alaska. Oh, buddy. Pop the fighter to keep some eyes on the Alaska, I think. And that will technically help the Yamato. I have to work on this. Okay, forum intelligence. There's going to be some day when it gets proved to be actually true. Okay, we're inside the flak, whatever. Maybe we get 2 there. Nope, just accelerates. Good use of throttle. It's probably a kill. Yeah, if he eats 2, he's dead. Feel pretty good about that. You serious? What the fuck? The plays, dude, the plays. I don't understand how that worked. Maybe I should have just like fucking sat there and watched, because that just didn't make sense. Well, whatever, I guess we just lose. I mean, how extremely speed juked am I being? Did he just outrun them or something? He's on fire, but he repairs it. 200, we should probably get this kill. I don't think he can heal that quick. Alright, so that should be a kill. We could work on something here.
cruiser sunk.
I do have a heal now. I can strike into this. It's fucking 3 on top of each other, though. Ooh. I mean, prop mod, I understand, but that was a hell of a lot of prop mod. I guess he was just going a whole lot of like half speed, quarter speed or something to just really throw the feel off, because it definitely worked. I think he's turning in. It's gonna bleed some speed. You have to give some area for the torps to arm. See, like, we hit fucking 3 there. Like, I can aim, I swear. That's gonna do the thing. We can bomb the Alaska. Unless, actually, the torps will kill him. Torps will kill him. See, we'll get at least 2. He's dead. So we can work on the Burgon. It's like, are you serious? Is this the second time I'm saying this and it's not real? Drop the fighter for spotting. Try and work on the Burgon. I don't know where the Holland is, but Holland's going to be a real problem. Unless there's an Iowa.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Alright, 6 clicks on the Burgon. Burgon's just completely turning. It's like, nah, peace. Fuck this shit, I'm out. See the Richthofen. 7k, which is not enough. We lose 2 planes here. Maybe we drop with 1 plane. Maybe we drop with no planes. 2. We drop 1. Drop with 1 plane is what we do. Work on the Iowa for what it is. Drop a fighter for this dude, maybe. He might live. Yeah, he might live. He'll have smoke pretty soon. So I can drop a fighter on the way, which will keep him lit. And will theoretically give him some room to operate with the CV not directly on top of himself. Holland could be on top of us at any moment, which is likely going to be the case. I have to remember that the Iowa is actually very fast. It's like 10 to 15% faster than a Montana. Get 3 there. Got a fluid. Minotaur's bailing. We get drop with 2. Cool. Keep backing up. We're gonna have this. Holland's gonna be on us. I don't know when, I just know it's gonna happen. I don't have enough. I don't have enough stuff, man. Can't really go after the Iowa either. Guess I go for the Burgon, because the Burgon has really flat arc, so you can rip through the nose of the ship. Overpen. Well, not overpen, overmatch. Sadly, the Minotaur is down. Oh, because the Holland got him, so. Well, the Holland's not after me. That's cute. Fire is down. We get 2 strikes on a Burgon. Might get 2 strikes on a Burgon. I have torps.
Destination reached.
He did put out a fire, I think. So if we get lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of fires on this dude, then maybe we have a chance. Realistically, we don't. Double fire. Spotted. Shot in the face pretty soon. Boom. Shells out. Plunk. Is he... I guess he shot low? Slam on the brakes. Hard turn. Bombs. Still burning. think I let enough, although maybe he just turns completely flat. Which is what he does. So he turns into a torp. Yeah, not much I can do here.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Some fire, but he repairs that, so it doesn't matter. And timeout to 2 caps.
You are the last hope.
Oy. Star saved. In general, if the CV is saving the star, that is not a good sign, because tier 10 CVs have a 30% base XP nerf compared to what they used to have. That was done after the first ranked season with tier 10 CVs in it, because a lot of CVs lived to the end of the match, so they would accumulate enough damage to just kind of auto-save, which really sucked. So if a CV is saving their star, that's no bueno. I'll play the Richthofen and just for fun. There's nothing we can rocket other than the Hakuryu. I do have secondary memes. Wonder if it'd be fun to use the concealed threat or whatever. How much would that reduce? 1.42 and then half of that, so 2.1 kilometers. Oh, that's off aerial. 13.6 and half of that 6.8. So about 2. Bring it down to 11 something.
General quarters.
Well, that's true, because you can double conceal the Richthofen. I remember that now. We saw an interesting ship and dock. What ship? So I might actually be able to go for some kind of CV snipe potential on the Hawk. Rip into him with some AP Citadel pressure. Hey look, it's a Holland. Oh, I forgot where this is our fighter build thing. See if we get resets on Bravo. Hayate or Fletcher. Okay. Well, we just have to get out. It's good play by the CV, dropping a fighter, dropping a second fighter. Some shots out at the Hayate, maybe? No, that's at the battleship, that's at Kremlin. Right, well, they have cap pressure. They have cap pressure on B. Oh, maybe he dropped a fighter, then came over and dropped a fighter that side. I suppose that's possible.
Fighter airborne.
So there's a Fletcher and a Holland over here. Sexy. Fuel runs out. We're at long range for the Holland, so he's lighting himself, but we're not taking too much damage. What is this? I don't want to, well, nobody really wants to contest this cap. There's just a whole bunch of fucking sitting there. Ugh. Work on the Kremlin, I guess. So we have 4 here, a CV, a Kremlin, and a Hayate. Hayate via Smolensk. I think the Smolensk should win that fight. Unless the Kremlin lands some really nasty hits. We did get to shoot down some rocket planes, which is useful, I guess. I really don't want to be escorting this shit. I want to be able to be effective. Hopefully the Smolensk doesn't get dunked. Hopefully the Smolensk doesn't get dunked. Smolensk is losing.
Problem solved, sir.
Hop the heel because it's long. Love you too. Our turn, swing around. No citadels on a Kremlin. Okay. Can't say I approve of that, sir. Alright, so the Smolensk is not dead. Smolensk does have a heal. Overpens on a Kremlin. Our Kleber is dead. I don't have a way in on this. Could torp the Kremlin, I guess. I think I might have to look for the Hayate. See if we can give the Smolensk a way in. How have the games been today, Groff? Okay. I think this is probably going to be my last game because I'm not there. I'm not mentally dialed in and making it happen. You know, we've won more than we lost, I think, but son of a bitch. It's just dead. Please. Yeah, well, okay. That journey was for nothing. I was kind of hoping that he would lay low until I could go onto the Hayate and free him up. But that just didn't happen. So the best AP drop is to overlead and pull back with the S key. Yes. Because if you, when you hold back, the reticle pulls closer. It pulls back in. Whatever. I don't really care. Fighter gets knocked out. I think he just recalled because he didn't want to fuck with the planes. Slam on the brakes. Pulls forward. This is kind of reversing. Chose not to keep reversing, though. We actually got a citadel. Bullshit is this? He's gonna drop a fighter. We get to drop before the fighter latches, though. Two citadels. Something happened. You don't have a way in on this. Two of our DDs are dead. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the way in on this is.
Fighter airborne.
Not gonna be able to kill the Kremlin, but we might set a fire. Or sorry, a flood. Set a fire with torpedoes. Pull off to the left. Maybe we dodge the fighter. Cool. That is a kill. 5,000. We should do 5,000. Didn't matter. You do have a heal. It's obviously a Holland on top of a Fletcher, on top of a Thunder, on top of a Yamato. Hakuryu is styling on the Conqueror, then he'll be styling on the Yamato. These guys aren't able to protect each other, and the Smolensk got murdered by the Hayate. Which, by the way, people have said that the Hayate is not a good ship. Hybrid ships are actually very powerful. I mean, when you're suited to more than one purpose, you're able to succeed in more than one situation. So to just dump on people for playing a ship that's not hyper specialized, it's not necessarily a great idea. I should have gone for the Yamato. Thunder's extremely maneuverable. Did you see 11800 damage from a torpedo hit? Could have. Torpedoes on the German line are extremely weak. They're very fast, but they are extremely weak because they're very I don't want to say nimble, but whatever. Let's go in. This is done. Yeah, this is probably my last game, Iron Hand. Just kind of not feeling it. Some days, best way I can describe this, and this actually, I've heard this referred to with people that are bipolar. I don't think I'm bipolar, but I have heard that people that are bipolar will have times where they'll have like, they'll just be on top of the world. They'll just have like, I don't know, they'll just have something, some kind of special something that's totally working for them. And then there'll be other times where they'll have like their low phase, where they're just not, it's almost like they just can't succeed at anything. And it's not that I'm that, because I'm not bipolar, or at least I really don't think I am. But there are times where it feels like I have the magic. And I can play, I can compete, I can do all the cool shit that I need to do, routinely, whatever. And then there's other times where I just feel like, man, I just fucking don't. And today just kind of feels like one of those meh kind of days. Go for that. Are we the last person alive? We're not. Maybe we can get the Fletcher. Go for the greed kill. Cool. He got greedy, he started shooting at me. I get to be greedy and shoot him. Everyone feels like that sometimes. Yeah, probably. That's how I kind of describe it to people. It's like sometimes I have the magic. I mean, I can meet a girl and I can meet a girl that I'm interested in and I just won't know the way forward. And then I'll meet a girl that I'm interested in and I can't say the wrong thing. Just everything, all my instincts are correct, all the words I say are correct. Just everything just locks in. And, you know, it translates to games, it translates to all sorts of shit. So, I don't know. Some days I'm just on, some days I'm not. Don't know why it is.